Welcome back. My name is Clayton Chapman, and today we're making one of my favorite kitchen staples, slab bacon. You find slab bacon in a lot of my recipes that I use both at home and at the restaurant, so I feel it's really important to be able to make your own. I personally prefer to use the Berkshire pork bellies because I feel like there's a perfect balance between fat and meat ratio, that you can really use whatever's available to you. The curing is the most time-intensive time. It takes 8 days for like a 2-inch thick piece of pork belly. And the ingredients are mostly dried. So the actual active time is about 5 minutes. The hardest time is like waiting for this delicious bacon while it's curing in the fridge and you can't do anything with it. So, dry pan. I like to take a series of the spices that I like to use and toast them, and what that does is just brings out a lot of the essential oils and the spices. Or if they've been sitting in the cupboard for a year or 6, it just kind of helps bring them back to life. So we've got whole black peppercorns, star anise, and star anise is kind of like a black licorice flavor, allspice, clove, juniper berries, whole cinnamon stick, whole coffee beans that I'm going to wait to add to the pan for just a minute because I don't want those to get too dark. And essentially, you're just toasting these till they start to become a little fragrant and put on a little color. In a mixing bowl, I'm going to mix 1 part raw turbinado sugar to 2 parts of this Celtic sea salt. Got maybe about another 30 seconds to a minute on the toast, so I'll go ahead and go in with my coffee. I have fresh thyme sprigs that are going to go in my mixture here, as well as whole garlic clove skin on. So you just want to separate the cloves here. I like a lot of garlic in mine. We'll do 1 more. Turn our heat off. Okay, and then we'll just take the back of my knife, give this garlic a light smash. Okay, stir all these ingredients together here. It smells so good. Just kind of use whatever herbs you have around. So if you don't have fresh thyme, you can use rosemary, you can use sage. I'd stay away from like the real light, delicate herbs like basil, parsley, cilantro. You want something that's got a little bit of hardiness to it. Next step, we'll lay some of this out. Nice flat layer on the bottom. Pork belly goes in. Now it's important to have, rather than doing this just on like a flat pan, you want a little bit of a sloped side. As the pork belly cures, it's going to release some of the water, and so that's going to come out into the pan. And we're going to go all this deliciousness on top. Just kind of get in there with our hands. Spread it all around. Tops, on the side. So we're going to cover this, put it in the refrigerator for 8 to 10 days. It can sit as long as 10. Before it starts to overcure, it can come off as early as 8. Just really depends what your schedule is like when you have time to smoke it. Essentially what we're going to do is we're just going to take it, we're going to rinse it under cold running water. All the salt and sugar and spices have worn off. In the next segment, I'll show you how to smoke it. Follow us on social media, all the usual suspects, where we share new tips, tricks, and recipes weekly of all my favorite dishes that I love to make at home. Beautiful Nebraska humid day.